Laidlaw won't die wondering. He goes right round the outside. He has a big go. The national final is over in overtime, and Andrew Corbett gets the checker flag.
Ash Media's coverage of the Australian production sedan title, proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia.
Anthony King on row number 2. Set for dispatch. Lights go green. We're away. Bo Riley leads them into turn number 1. Bet you could drive a London bus under Bo Riley, but Phil Rose drove around the outside in a bigger London bus to take the lead as they head down the back straight. The yellow lights have come on. Chief Stewart not happy with the start. And we'll do it again. Set. That looks better. Away. Down into turn number 1. Phil Rose goes to the lead again around the outside of the 41 of Bo Riley. So go down the back straight. Anthony King gets underneath of Jaden McCush as they go up into turn 3 and 4. McCush to fight back on the outside. Another car coming very wide indeed was Dale Cockman. He loses ground. And it's anybody's guess again for the minor placings, but fearless Phil Rose from Bunbury out in front and has a handy lead at this stage from Bo Riley. Anthony King back to 161. Jake Blight in 4th, McCush 5th. 6th place is the 71 car driven by Greg Mills. Paul Stevens looking to come underneath of him, gets him 2. Back then to Dale Cockman. Rod Matchin is the last car running. Down the back straight, very close for the minor placings. In fact, Jake Blight goes underneath of Anthony King into 3rd place, but there's the double crossover. King back underneath of Blight. So they come down the main straight, that's for 3rd and 4th. Back to McCush, Stevens. Then we got Dale Cockman. Greg Mills on the outside of Cockman. And back to Matchin. Meanwhile, our race leader is going very, very nicely. 8 laps to go. Fearless Phil Rose for Picton Automotives has a lead of 2.2 seconds over the 41 car of Bo Riley. Back then to Jake Blight, Anthony King. 5th place is car number 16 of Paul Stevens. Then back to Greg Mills, Jaden McCush, Dale Cockman and Rod Matchin. Phil Rose does a 19.710. He's well clear. Bo Riley in 2nd place. Back there in 3rd place is 161 Jake Blight. Further back then to Anthony King, Paul Stevens, Greg Mills, Dale Cockman, Rod Matchin and Jaden McCush. Halfway home, it's all Phil Rose. 2nd place up for dispute between Bo Riley and Jake Blight. Also 4th and 5th place also up for dispute between Anthony King and the 16 of Paul Stevens. So head down the back straight one more time. Our race leader, Phil Rose, going absolutely great guns out in front. Blight underneath of Bo Riley. Riley holds 2nd place. Anthony King and Paul Stevens join that group. Back then to Dale Cockman and Greg Mills. They're fighting for the 6th and 7th. Back then to Matchin and Jaden McCush is now a lap down. Riley, Blight, King and Stevens still fighting for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. But Phil Rose has driven off into the distance. 3 laps to go. If you're listening in Bunbury, you can put your glasses down. It's all over. He's got 3 to run. And Phil Rose is going great guns. Blight underneath of the 41 of Bo Riley. Riley fights back on the outside. Riley and Jake Blight down into turn 3. Blight into 2nd place. Riley back to 3rd. Riley might go back to 4th. Anthony King sneaking up underneath. Also right there is Paul Stevens. 1.5 laps to go though for our race leader. Down the back straight, it's all Phil Rose. It's over 3 seconds now. Out comes the white flag, 1 lap to run. 2nd place, 161, Jake Blight. Oh, Jake Blight's blown up. It's gone up in a bloom of smoke. So 3rd and 4th, Anthony King and Bo Riley can't see a thing. Jake Blight goes to the infield. Jake Blight will be gone for the rest of the night, I suspect. Meanwhile, Phil Rose takes the win. Phil Rose a comfortable winner. Anthony Anthony King will get second. Third place, Bo Riley. Paul Stevens, Dale Cockman. Back then to Greg Mills, Rod Matchin and Jaden McCush. The time for the race, 4 minutes even, .915. The last lap went down into 19.569. The winning margin was 3.288. And the quick lap was by Dale Cockman with a 19.086. And, well, Jake Blight, I think, has done an engine as we go down to Chris, who'll be talking to Phil Rose.
And we're just trackside here with Phil Rose. He's getting all his accoutrements off. The man from the southwest of Western Australia again, and it looks like the southwest drivers are really starting to come to the fore here at Moora Speedway. Phil, worth the trip up to Moora?
Well, I've enjoyed it pretty much so far. It's been a fantastic meeting. I thought it's been excellently run, and tonight I love the track. It's always you ask a winner what the track's like and he'll tell you it's absolutely perfect.
Well, it can only get better, Phil, as the track dials in tonight. How do you think you're going to go a little bit later on?
I think with my placing so far, I think I'll probably start in the front of the B main, somewhere up there. I've made this my last season. I'm going to give it up, retire. I'm one of the old boys of the sport, and I'd like to go out saying that I did compete, and I did make the A main, but we'll just see what it brings.
Oh, Phil, mate, I turned 61 the other day, and I reckon that 60's the new 40, so mate, plenty of life in you yet.
Same here, so it's been good fun.
Absolutely, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Rose, put your hands together. One of the stars of the sport.